Rubbish IDs. Connor.
Yes. Can you
Yes,
see
there
my
we
screen?
go. Yes, we can. And we can see Joe.
Oh yes, sorry. Okay, yes. Joe is very much featured. She comes up later as well. Big fan of Joe and Shambhala. And I've actually got my colleague Alan here in the call as well, who'll be a salesperson. So as mentioned, I'm Connor from Rubbish Ideas. And the great thing is that all of the events in this call, you all know why impact measuring is important. So I don't have to spend lots of time convincing you of that. I imagine that you're a bit tired of scary, complicated spreadsheets, facing up suppliers for getting data and creating long reports that nobody reads or wants to engage with. And so we set up the Rubbish Portal, really focused on trying to accelerate circularity. So we didn't actually come at this from a carbon tracking angle. We came at it from a circularity measurement angle and then built out the carbon stuff on top of that. We discovered during that process that circularity material product tracking was almost the hardest part, which I'm sure the other tool providers can attest to. But as a result, we've got quite granular on that. And really, our goal was, how can we make this something that an event can do themselves? Because I don't want to be hired as a consultant to do this and do lots of spreadsheets. It's expensive and time consuming, and it meant that we could only work with large events. So we wanted to create a tool that anyone could use. And so obviously, as you can probably tell from the aesthetic we're going for, it's very gamified. We're trying to make this so that not just your sustainability person can use this, but your waste manager can use it, your food vendor can use it, someone who's on site sorting your bins can use it too. And then that way you can get data from much more of your event because it's more accessible for everyone to use it. Slides. Okay, and great news. You can actually try the platform for free, not for a week, not for a month, but for the whole year. And for next year, we have a free version of the platform, which is essentially you can do waste management tracking through the platform. And it's not just free for you, it's free for your waste manager as well. And so basically, we're trying to get rid of waste managers giving you horrible spreadsheets that you don't understand. You have to go back to them. You have to ask them what it means. They haven't given you any carbon information. Our platform means that all they have to do is enter in the raw data that they have. You get it presented nicely, but you also get all the carbon calculations on top. Your waste manager never tells you the carbon emissions of your end of life. It calculates it automatically. Simple little things, but as a free tool, you're just going to get more carbon data than you would otherwise. So why not use it for that if you're going to use it for this? And of course, you can go then into tracking all of your waste broken down by streams, etc. The other thing is our platform is now modular. This is a new launch for us, by the way. We last year it wasn't, well, this year it wasn't modular. This is now a new thing that we are launching, really going live next week. But you can build your platform through selecting the packs. So instead of having to pay for everything and going, oh, well, I'm paying for, overnight stays and goods transport, but at the moment I'm not measuring that, you can come and build the tool that works for you. So you can start off for free and then you can go, oh, you know what, the only thing we're going to track next is food, and you can unlock the food module. Or you could be a pro, which I imagine a lot of you are already at this close to the pro stage, then you can go for everything. But you don't have to. You can choose module by module. This also means we're going to be building more modules, and we're going to open up so that other parties, potentially, hopefully even in the future, some of these other tool providers can build add-ons that feature into this as well. We want to be collaborative. We want to work with AGF. We want to work with the rest of the team in here. We want to have features that you can build in. So that's part of the reason why we've got modular to support that. I've already mentioned it's intuitive, it's gamified. Our test was, could a 14-year-old use it? Actually, it turns out now 14-year-olds can use it very well. And our biggest challenge is with the over 50s. They're a little less tech savvy, if I'm honest. But essentially, it's designed to be intuitive. I'm a bit dyslexic. I prefer, although I can do spreadsheets as a bit of a data nerd, I prefer pretty pictures. So I see a picture of food, I know it's food, and that really helps. The other thing, or some of the other tools have touched on this, but again, we think this is really important. We want the data to come from the source because we want high quality data. So You can onboard your partners and suppliers for free. That means your food vendors, your waste managers, the suppliers of your products. They can enter in information about the products or services that they're providing to you, and that carbon information is shared with you automatically through the platform. It's great for the food vendors as well, because if they do it once at your event, they can go to the next event and send them the same link. So less effort for the food vendors, a lot less effort for each of the events. So everyone's a winner, and it's, again, free. Eventually we started, it's called the Rubbish Portal, but again, I do want to clarify, it isn't just about rubbish. We do your full suite of carbon accounting. So, electricity consumption, fuel, water waste consumption, travel, you name it, it's on there. Food, think about your foods, big impacts, actually, I think we're often ignoring. And that leads us on to this, that you can build this, you can build product passports for your meals. So a food vendor comes in, all they have to enter is the name of their meal and the ingredients and how many grams for each ingredients. And the platform analyzes those ingredients, gives them a carbon score, each gives them a traffic light system, and also identifies things like whether it's plant-based or contains dairy, and creates these nice little product cards, which is useful for you as an event for measuring the impact of all the meals served. But it actually also can be used by consumers. So this is a new thing that we're launching. I mean, this is similar to something that AGF already
Connor,
do.
I'm
Maybe
going
we
to
can
ask you
collab
to
on
go
that.
to the conclusion as well.
Final thing. All right, yeah. Scan, see your things. You get the idea. Traffic light system. Joe, who I was going to talk more about, is wonderful, but Shambhala are basically a great case study of this. They used to use have used the Green Deal Circular Festival tool, but they use the Rubbish Portal, and they're incredible. They're tracking everything, nails, screws, tape, rolls of paint, rolls of tape, cans of paint, you name it. So join Shambhala, join Boomtown. We've got Mojo and Locks and Netherlands. We're quite active in the space. And we're offering a 10% discount for Green Deal Circular Festival events that sign up before the end of the year. So come grab that. And yeah, that's us.
Perfect. Thank you. And again, the
No
slides will be
problem.
shared, but Connor has already left his details in the Q&A section as well.